The ongoing federal trial of Sean Diddy Combs reached a significant point on its 20th day, Thursday, June 5, 2025. The courtroom was filled with an undeniable tension as proceedings began. This day promised to delve deeper into the serious allegations against the music mogul. Observers and legal analysts have been closely watching each development. The testimony expected was from a witness with first-hand accounts of alleged violent behavior. This trial is not just about one man. It impacts many lives and the broader entertainment industry. The charges Combs faces are severe, carrying the potential for a lengthy prison sentence if he is convicted on all counts. Bryana Bongolan, a longtime friend of Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, was the key witness. Her appearance on the stand was highly anticipated. Miss Bongolan's connection to Miss Ventura placed her in close proximity to Combs over several years. Her testimony was expected to shed light on specific incidents central to the prosecution's case. The prosecution aims to demonstrate a pattern of behavior by Mr. Combs. They allege he used his power, wealth, and influence to operate a criminal enterprise. This enterprise, prosecutors argue, was dedicated to fulfilling his sexual desires and coercing women. The charges against Sean Combs include sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. These are federal offenses, indicating the gravity of the accusations. Mr. Combs, who is 55, has pleaded not guilty to all charges. He has been in custody at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center since his arrest in September 2024. The trial, which commenced in May 2025, is projected to last approximately 8 weeks. Judge Arun Subramanian is presiding over the case, aiming to conclude proceedings by the 4th of July holiday in 2025. The atmosphere in the courtroom was reportedly somber as Miss Bongolan prepared to share her experiences. For the jury, her words would add another layer to the complex narrative being woven by both the prosecution and the defense. Each piece of testimony is crucial. It helps the jury form a complete picture of the events in question. The prosecution hopes her account will strengthen their claims of a sustained pattern of abuse and control. Conversely, the defense team was prepared to challenge her statements vigorously, aiming to protect Mr. Combs from these damaging allegations. Bryana Bongolan provided a shocking and detailed account of an alleged attack by Sean Combs in September 2016. She testified that the incident occurred at Cassie Ventura's apartment. According to Miss Bongolan, Combs attacked her without any provocation. She described a terrifying ordeal where Combs allegedly dangled her from the railing of a 17th-floor balcony. She stated he held her over the edge for approximately 15 seconds. While doing so, he reportedly yelled, "You know what the F you did?" This moment, she conveyed, was one of sheer terror and disbelief. The alleged confrontation did not end on the balcony. Miss Bongolan testified that Combs brought her face close to his. He then chillingly stated, "I'm the devil and I could kill you." Following these threats, she alleged that Combs threw her into a coffee table inside the apartment. It was at this point, she said, that Cassie Ventura intervened to stop the assault. Miss Bongolan explained to the court that she did not report this incident to the authorities at the time. Her reason, she stated, was that she was too scared of Combs and potential repercussions. The physical aftermath of the alleged attack was also detailed. Miss Bongolan told the jurors she was left bruised and in significant pain. Photographs of her injuries, dated September 26, 2016, were shown in court. These images reportedly displayed a large purple bruise and a small puncture wound on her leg. Beyond the immediate physical injuries, she described suffering from neck and back pain. She also spoke of the ongoing psychological trauma, including persistent nightmares and a sense of paranoia that has lingered since the alleged event. She recalled showering immediately after because she felt so sick. Adding to this specific account, Miss Bongolan mentioned another instance where Combs allegedly threatened her in a similar fashion. This separate incident, she said, occurred at a beach, though fewer details were provided about it during this portion of her testimony. Her testimony painted a picture of fear and intimidation. She also recounted an incident where Combs allegedly stormed into Miss Ventura's apartment and threw a knife at Ventura. According to Bongolan, Ventura then threw the knife back at Combs, narrowly missing him. These accounts aim to underscore the prosecution's portrayal of Combs as a volatile and controlling individual. The defense team for Sean Combs immediately sought to challenge Bryana Bongolan's credibility during cross-examination. Combs' lawyers focused heavily on her past drug use. Ms. Bongolan acknowledged on the stand that she had struggled with drugs. She admitted to regularly consuming cocaine and ketamine, often with Cassie Ventura. Furthermore, she confessed to selling drugs to both Combs and Ventura. She also mentioned instances where Combs allegedly provided her with ecstasy and GHB. The defense aimed to suggest that her drug use might have impaired her memory or perception of events. Another significant point raised by the defense was Ms. Bongolan's legal status and potential motivations. She is the third witness in this trial to be granted immunity by prosecutors. This immunity protects her from being prosecuted for certain admitted activities, like her drug involvement, in exchange for her testimony. The defense implied this grant of immunity might influence her to testify in a way favorable to the prosecution. They also highlighted that Ms. Bongolan filed a civil lawsuit against Combs in 2024 over the alleged balcony episode. In that lawsuit, she is seeking $10 million in damages. The defense attorneys suggested that this ongoing civil suit provided a strong financial incentive for Ms. Bongolan to testify against Combs. They questioned whether her primary motivation was justice or monetary gain. Ms. Bongolan, however, stated that she was testifying because she had been subpoenaed by the authorities, compelling her appearance. The defense also pointed to what they characterized as inconsistencies in her statements. For example, they mentioned she had previously described witnessing knife fights, but during her testimony, detailed only one specific knife-throwing incident involving Combs and Ventura. Beyond the direct attack alleged by Bongolan, her testimony also touched upon other instances of Combs' alleged controlling behavior. She described how Combs purportedly tracked Ms. Ventura's whereabouts without her knowledge. She also testified about a specific incident in December 2016. Ms. Bongolan said Cassie Ventura FaceTimed her to show a black eye. Ventura allegedly told her the injury was the result of Combs assaulting her in a Los Angeles hotel. This particular allegation connects to surveillance video evidence that has become a focal point of the trial, further complicating the narrative for the defense to unravel. Video evidence played a significant role on day 20 of the trial. Jurors were shown, once again, the widely publicized CCTV footage from 2016. This video depicts Sean Combs assaulting Cassie Ventura in the hallway of the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles. The footage shows Combs grabbing, shoving, dragging, and kicking Ventura. He is also seen attempting to throw a vase at her. Combs himself has previously issued a public statement regarding this video, describing his actions in it as inexcusable. The replaying of this footage served to remind the jury of the documented violence. To solidify the impact of this visual evidence, the prosecution called forensic analyst Frank Piazza to the stand. Mr. Piazza testified that he had carefully examined the hotel surveillance video. He concluded that the footage appeared unaltered and authentic. He walked the jurors through specific frames of the video, highlighting the aggressive actions committed by Combs against Ventura. This expert testimony aimed to remove any doubt about the video's legitimacy and the severity of the conduct it captured. The defense has acknowledged the domestic violence shown in the video, but argues it does not equate to the broader charges of racketeering or sex trafficking. Further video evidence discussed involved what were termed sex videos. Mr. Piazza testified that he reviewed 10 such videos, dated from 2012 and 2014. These were extracted from one of Ms. Ventura's devices and admitted into evidence under seal, a measure taken to protect the privacy of alleged victims. Piazza mentioned he enhanced the audio on one sexually explicit video. Prosecutors allege these videos depict freak-offs, which they describe as drug-fueled sex parties. Their contention is that Combs recorded these encounters to use as blackmail, thereby ensuring Ms. Ventura's compliance and silence. Defense attorneys had previously fought to keep these videos out of the trial, but were unsuccessful. The testimonies and evidence presented on day 20, particularly from Bryana Bongolan and regarding the video footage, added considerable weight to the prosecution's case. Ms. Bongolan's first-hand account of violence and threats, coupled with the visual corroboration of Combs' aggressive behavior in the hotel video, painted a damning picture. The charges Combs faces are extensive, and a conviction could lead to life imprisonment. This trial continues to unfold, with each day revealing more about the complex and disturbing allegations against the once-celebrated music icon. The jury is tasked with navigating these shocking testimonies and determining the truth.